Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to be talking about dick pics. How to send one, why to send one, when not to send one, and everything you need to know. It's a beautiful thing. Alright guys, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please like, subscribe, share the channel, hit the bell notification, follow me on the social media. I go by, Jesus_Detroit on Instagram. Snapchat, I go by Young Dago. And this is a controversial, somewhat comical subject because, let's not deny it. I'm sure there's been plenty of people that are obviously taking dick pics. And most of you guys have no idea what you're doing. And you might listen to, a female comic or somebody say, I don't like seeing dick pics. Dicks are gross. Penises are so, when I close my eyes, it's look, how can you deny, to act like you don't like penis and phallic-shaped things, you're just in denial. I mean, some of the best things are in the shape of a phallus when we're talking about, a tower full of power, there's something that you eat on a bun, a popsicle that you might like to suck. The bottom line is everybody, likes, phallic-shaped things. And, to think that, you don't like seeing a penis, that is not only, a huge confidence blow to some of the guys that aren't, 100% with what they have. It's just like, why are you gonna act like, when you have sex, that you're just like, oh my god, there's just unicorn and rainbows in me, I don't see the dick, I don't see it. Get real, you know what I mean? You like it. People that like having sex like the private parts. And then, you know what, I mean, to each their own, right? But now that I got that, kind of cleared up for you, the bottom line is, we know people like them. Now, out of all the Instagram models, and I understand the struggle of getting all these, just an inbox full of, full of dick pics, and it's I know it's something that you're not gonna want. Obviously, these guys that are sending it are doing it with the wrong, the right intention, with the wrong person. How, you know what I mean? That's what I could say about that, because they get their ideas twisted up because they see, a beautiful person in a sexy position, so they figure, I want to show what I got, so I'm going to send you what I got. And these are what I call the Hail Mary Dick Pic. It's just one that you're just throwing out there to see if somebody on the other end is going to be like, oh, you got one? You know what I mean? It's they don't understand that, that you're sending, just pretty much a missile that's not going to land. You got to be present and aware of where you're sending it. It's got to be sent with the right intention, to the right person, and under the right context. Is there ever the right time to send one? Or are you just gonna just throw one out in the middle of good morning, how you doing? I mean, you know what? Sometimes you do gotta throw it out there when you're comfortable enough that you're in that position. And I feel like a lot of guys will throw it out when they're just they don't know how to read a conversation with somebody. Are we in the friend zone? Are we not? Look what I got, and I feel like that's usually what they're doing when they throw it out. But be as it may, a lot of, women, you guys, and then, partners alike, all types of sexes and whatnot, you get annoyed of seeing a dick pic, sure. But when you see one that is not taken properly, it's of course you're not going to like it. You know what I mean? It's for one thing, whenever I send one, I don't just send, I'm sending art whenever I send one, okay? Because I'm putting it with the proper intention, and I send full body nudes, okay? There's a difference than just, a guy that's just, pretty much taking his underwear down, barely just wiping the lint off the tip, and just snapping a pic. There's a difference with the way that I'm going about it. I want you to see, my sexy. I want to show you what I got. Because I know, you might not, I'm sure you might have seen a lot of them, but you didn't see mine. And you didn't see what I'm putting behind it, because I feel like I want to make your day. And it definitely brightens up some people's days. And, other people want to look away, and I feel other people are just doing like a power trip with it, like, and that goes for both ends, guys and girls. A guy that's just constantly firing out dick pics, that's pretty much, being, irresponsible with your ability. And especially if you're taking just, not good quality intent pictures, then you are definitely disrespecting the whole game. And this is why you got people making fun of this, and why just women and everybody just like, please, I don't want to see it, I don't want to see it. Like, they don't want to see a poor quality lint, just crap, just a pic that has the wrong intent. And just like, like I said, you're just throwing it out there to just think that the girl's going to be blown away that you have one, is the wrong way of doing it. Like, oh my God, like, you have one of these? Like, no way. Like, come over. Like, that's not, maybe with some, but that is a true Hail Mary that I don't know if it's ever been done. And I'm sure, maybe along the way, some way, but you know what? You're going to be throwing a lot of missiles out there, and I don't think they're going to be sticking on that one. So if you're going to be doing it, just make sure that you know where you're at with the person. If you're doing this on Tinder, like if you're, that's a whole nother game in itself. If you're vibing that it's something like that, and you want to show her what you got, obviously, guys that are usually packing properly, or, they're usually showing, a good pic. But I mean, for the most part, it's usually the same bathroom, just like mean face, just pick like this. Here, you take the phone, and this is like a standard shot, like, usually right in front of your eyes, just kind of tilted down, maybe putting it on the sill in the sink or whatever, and that's like a standard shot. At least you're showing your body. That one is, I guess it's not as bad. The ones that are horrible, like I said, anything where it's just the pure dick, forget about it. Do not send that picture. And a controversial subject of this is, there's been barely, like, does anybody ever deny a clit pic? I mean, that's kind of like, let's take your power back for a second. If we're gonna be, some people send some, pretty graphic, up to debate of what's sexy pics. Like, if you're taking a nice picture of the flower, that's one thing, but a lot of, sometimes you don't know what you're doing, and that goes for both ways. But we're talking about the dick pic. And this is my DPA. I got the Dick Pic Academy to show you the way of how to properly send, a beautiful piece of art. And, one of the best things that you can do, like I said, have the proper intention of the person that you're meeting, of the person that, you want to actually show this to. And of course you're going to be rolling the dice with some, but I mean, at least roll the dice with the ones that you feel. You know what I mean? Not just like there's just any like whatever, alright? And then for some people you're just trying to get your confidence up, just throwing it to some random Instagram model that just says dick pic get blocked. Block don't hurt, you're just going to have that just, because I'm sure she gets a lot of them. And just, what, just to let it, all you Instagram women know, you put up that sign, you're just asking for more. It's doing you no good, alright? Putting up the don't send me a dick pic, because your inbox is going to be just as full whether you put that sign up or not. You're just flexing your ego by putting that whole, thing up, and you're actually like trying to hurt guys' feelings, when obviously there's a lot of guys that are disrespectful, but there's a lot of guys that are scared, and they want to be confident in who they are, and just be proud of their piece. And that's really what it comes down to, is they're just trying to see if, like, testing the waters, like, hey, do you like this? And that's, pretty much what I'm trying to tell you guys, is you shouldn't have that intent with the pic. If you're throwing it out there where you're like, oh, do you like my, what do you think? If you're throwing it out with the, what do you think? It's the wrong intent. You gotta know. You gotta know you got a big piece of meat swinging between the legs. You got a big tower full of power. And you gotta believe in what you got. I call this don't doubt your dick. What I mean? That's the triple D. This ain't Guy Fieri with the diners, dining, and drives. This is don't doubt who you are. Don't doubt your dick. believe in you because you're a star, and don't disrespect people, please. You know, and I know it's kind of like controversial, like, oh, you're not disrespecting, because like I said, you are sending it to the right people with the right intent. And dude, pretty much everybody out there likes dick, and you're in denial if you don't. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to give you the DPA, you know, Dick Pic Academy, a couple tips along the way for you, you know, and there's going to be other videos where I get more graphic. And, you know, anybody out there right now, go ahead and comment down about how many times you got denied with the Hail Mary Dick Pic and got blocked. You go ahead and just fill it out about how heartbroken you got, about how many people just, you know, tried to break you down, and when you sent one and it got rejected, and how you felt. And you know what, I want you to comment down if any of these tips are going to help you, because I'm going to be giving you guys some valuable information that's going to change up your whole, you know, the whole way you look at it, and how to do this with a better intent and with a just, you know, more open heart, and something about giving, you know, art. You know what I mean? Because we are all beautiful works of art. Every one of you, man. We are all created in God's image, the universe's image. Whatever's in me is in you. And for everybody, somebody's getting hard and somebody's getting wet. So never let your insecurities ruin who you are or how you feel about anybody else, man. So that being said, you want to take a good pic. If you're gonna just do a, you know, just a nice, you know, just a standard, you know, full body nude, non, you know, hard, just more in the flaccid state, you're gonna want to at least have some, you know, you're gonna want to put some blood in it. You know what I mean? A lot of these, you know, a lot of fitness models, male models, you want to take a nice pic after the gym. It's like when you get a nice pump. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna take a pic like, you know, look a little skinny. You know what I mean? That's why the guys are the king of the, you know, all the bodybuilders are always about out angling. You know what I mean? Craig Goliath is like, you know, he's, for one thing, he's 350 pounds, but he's always, you know, talking about out angling. And Rich Piano is a big guy on that. And you could see those guys doing it like whenever, you know, at any bodybuilding expo, if you're in a picture, you see them leaning forward and, you know, the gun's out. So you gotta be, it's alright to do the same thing with that piece. Obviously these guys that, you know, go on stage, they don't know about, you know, priming that piece because they don't believe in it or they don't think it's necessary. Whole nother topic of discussion. That's subject for another video. What we're talking about right now is about making art. I'm about helping you out, and, you know, in a situation that could be fun, a situation that can make somebody's day, and just overall educating you on why you shouldn't or should send one. And, you know, if you're gonna do one, do it right. So, no, you know, just straight up, you know, taking the piece out and taking a picture of it. That is just no good. All right. Now, along the way, like if you got a friend or something that you guys are like, you know, you guys can have some comic relief with, that's one thing. And if you're doing a, you know, if you're gonna do a funny one, you know, I do one like where, you know, like how Latinos would take a dick pic. I take like a Jesus candle and I'll put it next to it. And then, yeah, you know, that might sound racist or whatever, but I mean, this is for fun. It's to make you laugh, you know. Do one next to a Pringles can if you're black. And then, I don't know what you, like chopsticks, like, whatever. You know, I don't know, we're going down a different road, but I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings, man, because one of the keys to life is to laugh. You know, don't take life too serious, man. We are all just stardust, and you gotta laugh at who you are. And to even be, you know, exploring a video with a guy that's teaching you how to take a pic, this is entertaining nonetheless, and it's educating. And, you know, we're going to help each other out, man. We're helping the universe. We're creating better pictures. We're creating beauty. We're creating art. So, no, like, unless you're doing a comical picture, no piece of just direct piece of meat. Remember that, okay? And comment down below if you ever just sent the just piece of meat pic, and, you know, this is what's going to make people sick and say they don't like them, because it's just no good, all right? If you're going to send one, if you're going to send one in the flaccid state, you're going to do the bathroom mirror shot, of course. You know, try to make sure, number one, that the bathroom's clean. you know, and like the mirror doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff on it, and that should be common sense. But this is something that you guys don't think about. Make sure there's no objects in the mirror that can take away from your piece. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to have like a huge bottle of like, you know, shampoo or something, or just like, cause at certain angles, certain things will look bigger up front than it does from the back, because you're going to be behind the mirror. So when you hold the phone closer to the mirror, it gets bigger than what appears down there, which is why a lot of guys want to take the pic over here. And this is why a lot of guys are taking the dick pic up here, which is to, you know, this way you don't want to be, you know, you want to be able to make that front and center, no comparison. So the best comparison you can have is the distance between, you know, mid-thigh and knee. You know what I mean? 'Cause a big piece of meat swinging in, you know, between the knees. Now, if you're not in that department, these are the moves you're going to have to make. And, you know, even if you are, you want to make it look even bigger. Like I said, camera further away, nothing distorting the picture to take away from the center of attention. Because you're going to be doing something more with your face, your body pose. Another thing is that you might want to keep mindful of is, you know, where your hand is. Like I said, you put your hand up here, big hand. You know what I mean? So you might want to put your hand at your side. You know what I mean? Or try to keep it out, you know, try to put it, like, you know, behind you a little bit. Or maybe, you know, do a flex or something. You know, just, you know, like one of these, like, type of, you know, one of these type of pics, like, you know, where you just take a quick snap, you know, like a quick smile, you know. And this way they don't see any distortion. They see the piece, they see the distance, you know. And this is why being proportion is a beautiful thing and something that you should take into consideration about, you know, how to build your body. But like I said, you know, how big is too big is depicted on everybody. I believe that there is no, you know, me, like, you know, I'd have it right up here in between my pecs when it's throbbing hard, hanging over my, you know, hanging hard by the knee, swinging deep. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so that's where I'm at with my vision. But we're talking about most people that you're gonna be sending this to. They're gonna appreciate a nice, beautiful, you know, piece. You know what I mean? Don't doubt it, man. Don't doubt your dick. Believe in your piece. Believe in what you got. So keep it clean. Take a couple pics like this. Phone away is a nice tip for you. You know, that's a great idea for a bathroom shot. Now, if we're going down the more, you know, trying to get freaky zone, you're going to definitely want to send, you know, the rock hard, the rock hard shebang, the big show, the hubba jubba, whatever you call it. You know what I mean? Just the tower full of power. If you're going to send one of those, you know, you could do it in the mirror. Straight up, like I said, nothing in the picture, you know, bam, you know what I mean? If you're going to do a nice side profile, if you got a nice, you know, erect one that stands straight up, that's, you know, you can't go wrong there. You know, I don't know, you know, that's a beautiful shot. If somebody's denying that there's something wrong, you know, don't get your feelings hurt. It was just sent to the wrong person at the wrong time, which is why you need to be more mindful of where you're sending. Like, you know, if you're sending like a rock hard rocket out there, you know, you're sending like a Heatseeker, all right, and it's either gonna land and make a sexual explosion where you guys are gonna make some magic, or it's gonna be a total disaster, and it's just gonna be, you know, you getting blocked or getting all these negative comments and stuff that you don't want to hear. So be mindful what you do with the Heatseeker. You know what I mean? If you're doing just a full body nude, it's like, come on, man. It's like you're at least confident enough to show what you got. You know what I mean? Because it's like everybody's wearing clothes all day. You don't know what somebody looks like naked. You should appreciate that somebody's willing to show you what they look like before you go through all the trouble of, you know, okay, this, that, and the other, and you got to act like you don't want, like you're not into each other. I mean, that's really the sickest game of this all, is the fact that you got to pretend that we're not interested. You know what I mean? Everybody essentially is interested. It's just a story that you're telling yourself of why not. It's got to be like this in order for me to see that. But I'm showing you that right now, and we're skipping the middle ground, and, you know, you can still be whatever on any level. it's just a very beautiful way of expressing who you are and showing that you got confidence and just, being proud of what you got. And, nobody should deny you if you're taking a nice, beautiful, artful pic, like I said, like a nice bathroom, nice sexy pose, something simple like, like that, camera, you know what I mean, a nice smile. I usually do when I'm, you do one of these, if you're sitting back, the rock hard with a smile. You know what I mean? You can't deny that because you're giving a rocket and a smile. You know what I mean? It's, rock and roll. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. So it's not just, a pure thing. It's, there's a smile there. There's a personality, Send personality with your piece. Don't just, like, mean it. You know what I mean? Just like a mean face. Like, come on, man. Just be aware of that. Then again, some people aren't necessarily good with if you're not good with being photogenic, look away. You know what I mean? Just look at it. You know what I mean? Like, it's usually like a go-to move. You're looking at this, and this way, that's for the rocket pick anyways, and that's like total different exotic art form. But if you're doing a real exotic one, you get it up there, move your legs a little bit. These ones like this, no good. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you're doing like one of these, like where you get down and you're putting it like this, horrible picture, no good. You're showing the back of the shaft. Back of the shaft from balls up, it doesn't come out good. Another thing you gotta be aware of is the flash. If you put a flash on your bat, you can see like it will like reflect a white light, and it will make your piece either look really purple, really pink, discolored, and that's just no good for nobody. You don't want to do that. So this upward look is no good. I would say more, angled out, so this way you're seeing the full body if you're going to do something like this. You know what I mean? Because you're doing back shaft, so you want to see side shaft. You know what I mean? Because from this way down, you're talking balls up. That's a lot to see in that type of positioning. It's usually not the best. I would recommend wanting to be more in a standing position for that. And as we go, like you guys get in my inbox, I'm passionate about what I do. I'll actually show you guys the proper way, man. I do Skype sessions. I'm an online, I do online coaching. I want you to be your best you. I have the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I teach people how to grow their penises bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder. And that's what I'm about, man. I want you to be your best you. I want you to be confident in who you are. I don't want you to be disrespectful with your piece, but I want you to be proud in what you are. And don't let anybody tell you that you ain't beautiful, because you are, man. And don't, like I said, I can't get over this enough. This goes, this goes both ways. Don't disrespect each other, And you got to have the right intention when you send something out, man. Because if you have the idea in the back of your mind that it ain't going to go well, chances are it ain't, But if you got that inclination where you really feel like, man, this girl's into me, this partner's into me, this person's into me, I'm going to go for it, do it. And do a beautiful one. Send some artwork, man. Get creative with your pictures, man. And take those tips into consideration. Nothing from the down up. No direct flash onto the piece. Watch what's in the mirror. Make sure there's no other objects to, take away from your show. And, hand placement is key. You know what I mean? Keep your hands away from the meat. Hands up, hands behind the back. We're not talking about, but whatever, man. I just want you to just, be your best you. Take some art. Have some fun. And let's take your power bag, man. I want people to really appreciate these pictures, because there's a lot of people sending that Hail Mary out there, throwing a whole disrespect to the game. And if somebody denies your piece, you know what? You don't tell them that this is especially, I want you to make sure that it's clear, all right? Let anybody know down here that's been denied for sending a piece of art out instead of just the Hail Mary, all right? I what is art, what's one to say what is, but if you ever sent like one where you really took pride in your picture and that was denied, that person, you know, either it was something where you guys weren't vibing right, or it's a show of power, like I need to see it, like oh yeah, like I want to see her neck, like that's something different, you know. That's just somebody that's looking for somebody else. Don't take it to heart, you know. If you're sending out the good picture, the artful picture, the right intention, you know, you should have no problems at all. You know what I mean? It should be magic. I believe in this. The universe is on your side, man. Believe in the picture. Believe in who you are. Take beautiful pictures, man. And smile, man. It all comes from within, because photos capture your best you. So radiate the best. You know, and then messing with another quick tip before you go. I guess you can mess with the filter games a little bit. And here's another thing, another free tip since we're talking on the line. I keep, you know, this is a deeper subject than you may or may not know. Be careful where you're sending it. All right, if you're just sending it like old school, like through the text, there's something called Snapchat. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, add me on my Snapchat. You know, get in my premium Snap. We can make some magic happen there. And, you know, get in the BCC. I teach people how to be. And, you know, Snapchat's definitely a better option because, you know, it's already known that there's going to be a lot of, you know, there's going to be nudes sent on it. It's like, you know, come on, it's Snapchat. It's something that it goes away. You can save it if you want, but it's gone. You know what I mean? So it's on them if they want to save the picture, or if they don't like the picture. It's like you can start seeing it and just hit it off if you don't want to see it, and then send, oh my god, don't send these. Like it's really the main area that you should keep your you know, your nudes, your dick pics and clit pics too. You know, but if you're somebody that's really confident and you're really comfortable in this person and you're actually talking outside of a DM and you're talking onto a, you know, area code, you know, you're talking to a line and you're sending some real pictures, make sure you're sending the art. Send the art, because it's definitely getting saved, whether, you know, it's going to be in their phone for a while. And just make sure it's a beautiful picture. So this way it's like, you know, because they keep them. All right? Like, some people keep a lot of these pictures, man, because you can, you know, trust me, me being in my game, they come, you know, and it's like people will make a scrapbook of all the Hail Mary Dick Pics that are sent out there, and they just don't look good for nobody, man. Don't be a Hail Mary. Be a star. Be the best of who you are. Send the art. So, hope you guys had a beautiful experience. I hope to see you guys in the future. Make sure you guys get in my, you know, sign up for the BCC. You know, get in my, you know, online coaching. Leave any comment down below that I can help you with. Tell me about your favorite, you know, analogy of what you do when you take your dick pic, and why and when you don't send one. You know, it's always great to share some commentary. And, you know, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. And there's going to be plenty more to come. You guys are beautiful.